Welcome parents or guardians, relatives, friends, guests, distinguished faculty, district administrators, board of school directors, and of course, the class of 2020. Please rise for the singing of the national anthem by our senior chorus members and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance led by your senior class president, Darrell Smith Porter.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. There is an old saying that whatever does not kill you makes you stronger. There is little doubt that the past several months has tested all of us, and there is little doubt that we have all become stronger by embarking on a journey to fight against an unseen enemy that not only interrupted our life's journey, but for over 120,000 Americans, life journey ended forever. The coronavirus has shown us all that each of us is part of the human family, whether we are a teacher or student, parent or child, young or old. We are stronger when we work together to fight a common enemy. We all share one planet. It is undeniably sad that our class will forever remember not having a prom and attending a non-traditional graduation ceremony. But our lifelong memories will also remember the hard work of the educational staff of Penn Hills High School, who did everything in their power to make our senior year magical. For this, we will be forever grateful. Today, I want to send a message not only to my fellow classmates, but to everyone who is listening to me. The importance of working hard in the face of adversity is not only a message for youth, it is a lesson for all. No matter what the future brings, we can stand proudly and know that we are working as a community team to keep one another healthy. The future belongs to all of us, no matter what path we choose to take. However, the pathway to the future will present obstacles. You do not earn a participation award in life just for showing up. You must treat every loss as a learning moment rather than being sad or distraught. We have all been challenged to overcome a major health obstacle by working together. Sadly, the last several months have highlighted the reality that many of us face barriers placed in our way by the inhumanity of others. Millions of people around the world have marched together with a new vision for a new day. As the class of 2020, we are poised to lead the march to a future where each person is valued by the content of their character and their capacity to add value to the world. I know the class of 2020 is going to do amazing things. We have been through a lot more than classes before us, and we still managed to succeed. I know if we can make it through these hard times, we can make it through anything. So, in conclusion, on behalf of the class of 2020, I want to give thanks to all who have supported us on our journey. Teachers, some days it may appear that you are not appreciated. You aren't only appreciated, you are loved. Parents and family, please recognize our graduation does not put an end to us driving you crazy, but we know you will love us no matter what. To our friends, thank you for joining us today as we take a major step towards shaping our future. Our journey to the future will likely present many crazy twists and turns, but we know that you are there with us. And to my fellow class of 2020 graduates, I want you to know the best is yet to come. You have proven your resilience. We are all agents of change to create a brighter future for all of us. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce Student Council President Claire McDevitt.
To begin, I'd like to give a big thank you to the school board for all their support and service to the class of 2020. It was an honor to be a student representative at the board meetings and experience firsthand all of the things they do for us. It was also an honor serving as your student council president. Although our time was cut short and we weren't able to accomplish everything we wanted, I'm sure I speak for all the members of student council when I say we are so glad to have been given this opportunity. It was great working with you, Ruthie, Emily, Fiona, and John. If you're like me, you've had those days where you didn't want to get out of bed and dreaded walking up the hill from the student parking lot just to be shuffled through crowded hallways. However, when I was told I couldn't go to school, I really missed all of those things. I was never the girl who thought she would miss high school, but this whole experience made me appreciate it so much more. I see how much I'll miss lunchtime conversations with my friends, the close relationships built with teachers, and of course, all those unique things that could only happen at Penn Hills High School. Due to the unexpected ending of our senior year, you may feel as though you're being thrown into the real world without enough preparation. However, we can have faith in our education and life skills that our school has provided. I can say with confidence that I wouldn't have wanted to experience high school anywhere else, and certainly not with anyone else. Thank you, Penn Hills class of 2020, for making sure these last 4 years will always be in my heart. And now, it's my pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Nancy Hines.
Good evening, class of 2020. This is the time and place when we come together as an extended school community to congratulate you for your accomplishments to date and to reassure you that you are prepared for life outside our school walls. It is also the time for us as community elders to depart wisdom sufficient to reduce the struggles you will face as the next generation to lead. I will personally remember the class of 2020 beyond COVID-19 and the mandatory school closure. Instead, I will remember the class of 2020 for being the first group of seniors to share with me valuable insight into your thoughts, your dreams, and your K-12 student experiences. While the pandemic interrupted my original plan to meet in person with a representative group of seniors that is a sort of debriefing before your graduation, the adjustment to an online questioning format had its benefits and actually yielded more senior participation than the focus group model would have, and I'm thankful for that. Here is a compilation of the responses I received from you, and I can tell you honestly that many responses made me smile, some totally surprised me, some made me burst into laughter, and some brought me to tears. Please bear with me as I provide a few examples of the wisdom you shared with me. When asked, what famous person, artist, athlete, government leader, movie character, or other do you admire, one of your classmates said, my mother. As a mother of 4, I thought that was pretty amazing. In case you're interested, the following tied as the most common responses offered for this same question, and there are really no surprises here. Former President Barack Obama, former First Lady Michelle Obama, Beyonce, and Serena Williams. When asked to describe your most favorite school experience and to help us understand why that experience was so meaningful, several of your responses really moved me and are very relevant for these times. They include, I liked the diversity between people. Being introduced to new ways was meaningful. Although I asked for no names, one of your classmates referenced our beloved retired Penn Hills teacher, Mrs. Brenda McKinney, and said, she helped me understand that I was a double minority and can change the world just being a black, educated female. This same student added, those words stuck with me and changed the way I see the world and the way I acted. Another response to this same question really stood out to me. Transitioning from middle school to high school was a whole new experience that helped me become who I am and showed me it's okay to be yourself. I wish I could say all responses were happy and provided evidence of a wonderful K-12 school experience, but that was not the case. When asked to describe your least favorite experience and to help us understand why it was so meaningful, several classmates referenced various incidents whereby they experienced negative interactions in school and they did not feel supported by our staff in those moments. Several students went further and directly referenced stress and anxiety. And one classmate even noted feeling, and I quote, alone and hopeless. I am truly sorry about those experiences, and I promise you, our district will take to heart your feedback. We will further explore your responses over the next few weeks and months, and I intend to use Class of 2020 sentiments as a baseline of comparison for future local research and as a theme for next year's staff development. So Class of 2020, you have made an impression on your community and your school district. Be assured your presence among us has mattered. I encourage you to remember your voice and to use your voice to continue telling your stories. I ask you also to be the voice of those who may not have your level of confidence, the benefit of your experience, and/or equitable access to resources. Most importantly, be the voice for those who have lost hope. I am inspired by you, Class of 2020. I know you are prepared for life beyond Penn Hills High School, and you are each capable of promoting a better society locally and beyond our Penn Hills borders. Take care.
Before I begin, I would like to ask for a moment of silence in remembrance of all those lost in our community, our country, and worldwide to the coronavirus and unnecessary senseless violence. Thank you. Like all of you, I was looking forward to your upcoming senior events, such as the Academic Awards and Scholarship Assembly, senior reception, prom, baccalaureate, senior picnic, and of course, graduation. Obviously on March 13th, and then again in early April, all of that changed due to the mandated school closure as a result of the global pandemic known as COVID-19. I know that this left you frustrated, upset, and out of sorts. We tried to offer makeup ceremonies in the hopes that we could offer seniors some events to create more lasting memories. But the coronavirus had other plans and has been unpredictable at best. However, I do not want to dwell on a negative. Frankly, it's not my nature, because somewhere along the line in my life, I learned that challenges could be defeated by getting up off the ground, pushing forward, and never giving up. For in the words of Jesse Jackson, if you fall behind, run faster. Never give up, never surrender, and rise up against the odds. How did the class of 2020 rise up against the odds? Many have shared memories with me from past events instead of dwelling on those missed. Plus, and maybe more importantly, the class of 2020 will always be remembered as the most unique in Penn Hills history. A class that faced adversity and continued on and won. How? Well, despite zero preparation and having online learning thrown at you, all of you beat the odds by successfully completing coursework that resulted in your class having the highest graduation rate in recent memory at a whopping 98%. Now that makes us all proud. Before I close, I would like to thank all of you, our entire school community, for coming together, including students, families, faculty, and staff. I would also like to recognize a few individuals for their efforts. Your senior class officers, Darrell Smith Porter, Shamai Brown, Camille DeBow, and Sophia DeVito. They were always available and always helpful, and we appreciate all that they did for us. Next, I would like to thank Mr. Marenzel, Ms. Mosco, Mr. Herdman, and Ms. Strauss for helping to provide the class of 2020 with some memorable virtual and other types of ceremonies. We had virtual messages to show our support, district-wide yard sign distribution, creating this virtual ceremony, and being a part of the drive-through stage moment. Finally, to the class of 2020, when challenges and struggles hit you again, remember to draw on the lessons you have learned today. Rise up, work harder, and never give up. Also remember, your experiences are unique, and you will never be forgotten. And now, I would like to present the valedictorians of the class of 2020. Aaliyah Ansari, Eliza Brennan, Taylor Claiborne, Sierra Hankey, Kanaya Marcus, Amanda McCann, Claire McDevitt, Talea Norris Donald, Atalia Pleskovich, Ruth Ressler, Tyler Rumpala, Tyler Ripsinski, Kyle Saxton, Lily Slagle, Catrice Stallworth, Hannah Sugden, Sierra Walker, Larissa Walker, Nathan Yarbrough, and Alexia Zappi. Our valedictorian speakers tonight will be Catrice Stallworth, Sierra Hankey, Kanaya Marcus, Ruth Ressler, and Nathan Yarbrough.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to be here today. 2020 has been challenging, heartbreaking, frustrating, and sometimes scary, but we conquered senior year. We have the potential to make our mark on the world. In fact, we already have. We are the first class to successfully graduate during a global pandemic. Our teachers, counselors, parents, friends, and for me, God are the only way we got through this. You are not alone. The people next to you share a unique experience that can never be replicated. We understand how you feel, that you are fearful and angered by the senseless murders and brutal treatment of Black people. We understand how you desire to see the world change. We understand that you will be the change you want to see in the world. While you're changing the world, remember your quick thinking from hall sweep survival and patience from long lines in the morning. Don't forget this year. Let these challenges pave the way for your success. Don't let people steal your joy, and don't forget to reach back to your community. Above all, remain Penn Hills proud. Thank you.
Hello, parents, friends, teachers, and of course, the graduating class of 2020. This is not how anyone thought graduation would look like, and this year has not been the ideal senior year for most of us. But instead of looking at the past and what could have been, let's look at the now and celebrate our accomplishments. Whether through a screen or in person, I believe we are all proud of who we become and what these years have changed us to be. I would like to thank my classmates, teachers, coaches, and family for making these past 4 years unforgettable. I look forward to hearing about your successes as we step into the next part of our lives.
Hello, fellow classmates of 2020. Congratulations, we made it. Many of you may not know who I am. My name is Kanaya Marcus, and I moved to Penn Hills a month into the senior year. I know that this school year has had this many twists, turns, and situations that we never even thought of, but life is still what we make it. A quote that resonates with me is life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. We were born in a year of tragedy, and we now begin the next chapter of life in another. To me, this means that we are a special class, a resilient generation. So take this opportunity to better yourself, to plan and look forward to your future. This is our world now. Make it your own. Thrive and exceed expectations. Congratulations again. Thank you.
As we all know, the class of 2020 school year was cut short due to Trump's delayed response of shutting the country and traveling down, along with spreading false information about the coronavirus. Had we gone into quarantine earlier, maybe we'd be celebrating an easy finish to our senior year, but that wasn't the plan. The universe had a different way to send the class of 2020 into the world. We are being handed a world where people march peacefully in the streets and are still met with rubber bullets taking people's eyes out and tear gas choking us, to raise attention to the police brutality Black people go through every day, while white people can gather around the White House, toting big guns, protesting the right to get their hair cut, and safely get back into their cars and go right back home to suburbia. We were seen as more of a threat than white people with loaded guns on the president's doorstep. We've grown up seeing the racial injustice in America, and black voices have been silenced for far too long. Penn Hill students have been walking out to protest gun violence, hosting nonviolence summits, and going straight into Harrisburg to demand change. Yet they still call us lazy. We've been called lazy because we seem to be glued to our phones and our TV screens and might not spend as much time outside as past generations, but I'm tired of being blamed. Our phones gave us the ability to record injustice and spread the proof worldwide, and have seemed to be the only thing people listen to because they cannot deny what's in front of their eyes, although some will still try. We don't spend as much time outside because the air isn't clean, the water isn't clean, women are being kidnapped for sex trafficking, and police kill black children just for being children. Now tell me whose fault that is, because it sure is not the youth's fault. Who pushed the earth to the edge of never recovering from climate change because they care more about oil companies profiting than Flint, Michigan having access to clean drinking water? Who told us they were sending their thoughts and prayers every time instead of changing legislation to make it harder for someone to get a gun and walk into our schools and steal the lives of our youth trying to learn? Who called the coronavirus a hoax and forced healthcare workers to reuse dirty masks and gowns from the day before, while police officers have a never-ending supply of riot gear, rubber bullets, and the whole army to rain down hell on us for begging that they acknowledge Black Lives Matter? Do not call us lazy when the government can create money out of thin air to help the stock market, but our own school couldn't afford to keep the 40 to 50 teachers that were furloughed last year. Do not call us lazy when you strip us of our basic needs and safety to fund American business over American youth. We are tired, and being out of school due to quarantine has given us plenty of time to awaken the change we want to see in this world. Many of the Black Lives Matter protests have been organized by teenage girls and boys and have gathered thousands of supporters and attention of those who have the ability to defund the police. So don't call our generation lazy when we finally start making a change in this world, while they chose to defund our schools and communities to put money into their own pockets. Remember, the world was only able to spark change when it was put on hold. Class of 2020, this is our world now, and we'll take it from here.
After all these years of wishing to move on from high school, it feels crazy that it's actually here. This whole graduation process has been pretty surreal to me for obvious reasons. And this year in general has been unlike anything we've experienced throughout our whole lives. With so much around us being so negative, I'm just hoping we get through this stronger and more united. With that out of the way, I just want to thank some of the people that helped me get here. I want to thank the teachers for not only giving me the education that I need, but also keeping classes fresh and interesting. I want to thank my dad for always giving me wisdom whenever I came to him for anything. I want to thank my mom for always loving and supporting me throughout everything. I want to thank Braden for being my brother and my best friend through my whole life. And I just want to congratulate the whole class of 2020. We persevered through all these years and we made it. I wish everyone success in whatever they decide to do from here. And thank you for all the memories we've made.
Peace and greetings, Penn Hills class of 2020. Dr. Knucklehead here, wishing you a huge congratulations on completing a very important milestone in this graduation. We know this has been one of the most difficult years, probably in your life, definitely in my life. We'll never forget 2020 is the year of resilience and now the year of rebellion and resistance. So just wish you all safety, prosperity, and the best of luck as you continue your education, as you continue your life journey. I'm honored and that I was able to share my story with you, and visiting you all back in the fall was definitely one of the highlights of the past year for me. I can't wait to see all the great things that you all do for the world, and just know that your ability to survive this increases your ability to survive anything else in the future. So march forward and change the world, y'all. Peace.
It's your boy Scooty from Social House, and I just want to say congratulations to all you Penn Hills graduates. It takes a lot of hard work, dedication, studying for these exams, teachers taking your phone and calling your parents. I know, I've been there. But you guys made it out. You're free. And now is the time to take all of the knowledge that you collected over the years and figure out what you want to do with it, whether it be college, trade schools, entrepreneurship, whatever. The sky is the limit, and I wish y'all nothing but success, love, and blessings.
Congratulations, class of 2020. My name is Annie Gula, and I graduated from Penn Hills in the class of 2009. I'm now a pediatrician in Philadelphia. You are all flexible, creative, and resilient, and are uniquely poised to leave a positive impact in the world. Know that you are worthy and capable of accomplishing your goals. So choose a goal, choose a future. It could be to be a mechanic, it could be to be President of the United States. Choose something and believe in yourself, because we believe in you, and we are honored to send you out into the world as graduates of Penn Hill Senior High School. Congratulations.
Class of 2020, congratulations. My name is Christopher Darby, class of 2009, and it's an honor to be here with you guys offering up a few words for your graduation. I know you guys have heard the work hard and all of this stuff isn't normal, so what I'm gonna offer you is a little bit more genuine. Life isn't normal. And no matter how you look at it, there are gonna be a lot more pandemics in your life. They won't be national pandemics, but there'll be moments that define you and your individual lives and ultimately shape your futures. Use these experiences because they're going to be very valuable lessons. Grow with them. Because what's waiting for you after graduation will require you to be honest with yourself and will demand a lot of you. But as you grow, I want you to hold on to three things that I've kept with myself through all these years. And the first one is always believe in yourself. My best friend, class of 09 graduate, always used to tell me self-doubt is related to fear. Number two, dream. Dream big. If you want it, go get it. The only thing that's going to stop you, literally, is you. And number three is probably the most important. Do good. I mean, all of you guys are amazing students, amazing scholars, but your next goal is to be an amazing person. Lift as you climb and understand that the greatest potential of me is always going to be we. With that, class of 2020, Noah's alumni are all very proud of you. As a Penn Hills graduate, there's a lot that we expect of you. We're a prideful tribe, to say the least. So moving forward, walk upright, speak with confidence, be proud, and understand that today is your day and a special moment that will become an everlasting memory. So once again, congratulations and thank you.
I'm Rich Walsh from KDK News and also a proud Penn Hills graduate. I just wanted to say congratulations to this year's class. I remember this day like it was yesterday, even though it was more than 20 years ago. And I know this isn't how you envision graduation, but it's still an awesome accomplishment no matter how it happens. I know you all worked so hard to get to this point. I don't want you to stop now. Set your goals high. I did. You're from Penn Hills, so I know you can achieve anything. Once again, congrats and good luck to the Penn Hills High School class of 2020.
Seniors, the moment is here. It is time for you to be recognized as Penn Hills graduates. Dr. Hines, the students in the class of 2020 have successfully met the graduation requirements of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Penn Hills School Board of Directors. They are now ready to receive their diploma. Dr. Hines, it is my honor to present to you and ask that you accept the Penn Hills High School class of 2020.
Mr. Kostick, I gladly accept your presentation of the class of 2020, and the students are hereby eligible to receive their Penn Hills School District diplomas. Thank you.
Congratulations to the senior class of 2020. Please move your tassels from the right to the left.
Woo!